In a small, warm bakery in a snowy village, a kind baker made a batch of gingerbread men. One of them was different from the rest. He had bright eyes, a happy frosting smile, and a tiny red candy heart on his chest. The baker placed the gingerbread men on a tray near the window. Villagers passing by admired the cookies, but no one bought the little gingerbread man. Days passed, and he began to feel forgotten. One quiet evening, when the bakery was closed, something magical happened. The little gingerbread man came to life. He blinked his eyes, wiggled his frosting arms, and jumped off the tray. The little gingerbread man wandered out into the snowy village. Everything was new to him: the sparkling snow, the twinkling lights, and the sound of laughter from nearby homes. He passed children building snowmen and families gathered around warm fireplaces. Though he loved seeing the joy around him, he couldn't help but feel a little lonely. He wished he had someone to share these moments with. As he walked, he left tiny sugar footprints in the snow, a trail of sweetness wherever he went. Near the edge of the village, the little gingerbread man saw a tiny kitten curled up in the snow. The kitten looked cold and shivered with each passing gust of wind. The gingerbread man immediately broke off one of his sugar buttons and placed it in front of the kitten. The kitten sniffed it with her pink nose and slowly started to eat. Feeling braver, the gingerbread man broke off another piece. The kitten purred softly and touched him with her head to thank him. The gingerbread man smiled, his candy heart glowing a little brighter. The kitten followed him, her tiny paws leaving prints in the snow alongside his sugar trail. For the rest of the night, the gingerbread man and the kitten explored the village together. They slid on icy patches, peeked into windows filled with glowing Christmas decorations, and played in the snow. But as the night grew colder, the gingerbread man began to feel weak. His candy heart dimmed, and his icing started to crack. He knew he couldn't last much longer. Looking at the kitten, he felt both sadness and peace.
At least, I wasn't alone on this journey.
As they reached a warm home with an open door, the gingerbread man touched the kitten's head and said,
Go on, little one. This is your home now. You'll be safe here.
He gently nudged her toward the house, where kind voices and warmth awaited. The kitten hesitated, looking back at her sweet friend. Then, with a soft meow, she stepped inside the home. The gingerbread man, now too weak to move, smiled one last time, his candy heart flickering faintly before it went out. The next morning, the villagers found the gingerbread man lying peacefully in the snow, his trail of sugar footprints leading back to the bakery. The family who found the kitten welcomed her with love, giving her a warm and safe place. Though the gingerbread man's journey had ended, his kindness remained. The villagers spoke of the magical little cookie who gave all he had to bring warmth and happiness to a tiny kitten.